Hey everyone, it's Jameson with Lessons with Coffee. Today is Thursday, July 6th. I had a really good weekend, and I am just kind of getting back into the swing of things as far as like YouTube goes. So, yeah, like I said, I'm Lessons with Coffee. If you're new here, which most of you are, maybe you joined last summer, but I don't have enough videos to say that I have a ton of followers yet. So most of you are. I Instagram over on the same handle, Lessons with Coffee on Instagram. And I am a newly first grade teacher in just outside of St. Paul, so the Twin Cities and of Minnesota. Sorry, Twin Cities of Minnesota. If you've been here for a while, you know that I've taught kind of intermediate for the last 6 years. So a lot of my videos start with I teach 5-6, which I don't anymore. I'll be a first grade teacher next year. So very excited about the change. But if you are here today, you are here because you are either just excited to see me, which I doubt, but maybe, yay. Let's stop the self-doubt humor, I guess. But you're here because you probably want to know about these 2 DIYs that I've got for me, got planned. So let's get into it. Right. I am really excited because today I have 2 DIYs for back to school. Well, they're not really for back to school, they're for all year round. But the first one is going to be CandyLand. We're going to take this and turn this into a reading game. And the second one are these little tiny, adorable stuffed animals that I will have links to everything down below. But they're these little teeny tiny stuffed animals that you could put on a key ring, you could keep on your desk, you could kind of do whatever. That I'm going to turn into not book buddies. I'm going to turn them into birthday buddies. And I got these CeeLo bags. I don't know how everyone says it. And, you know, like Science of Reading, it's probably cello bags. But I say cellophane. Like if you're going to put plastic wrap over like a bowl, it's cellophane. But my husband, I think, says cellophane. So maybe it's a CeeLo bag. Maybe it's a cello bag. Whatever, I got these, and these are gonna go in here. So today, the DIYs that we're gonna do is I'm gonna explain the game and do the game. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of like a design, I think, on my computer. And then I'm gonna put a couple of them together for you. So we're gonna start with the CandyLand game. Your supplies that you need is a CandyLand game. 2 markers. I have a black one and a red one because I am gonna be making my CandyLand game for heart words. First grade heart words. So that's why I have the 2 things that I have. I have a like permanent fine point sharp and an ultra fine or extra fine point for my red. I got this version of CandyLand, which is the one I'm going to link. I actually got mine at Target, but I'm going to link the Amazon one. But I got this one because if you see the characters, what I like about it is that the characters are super diverse, much like the students in my classroom. So I liked that. So once you open up your CandyLand game, let's see if I can, yeah, okay. So once you open up your CandyLand game, inside of it, you have your bag of tokens, which we're not gonna do anything with the tokens. And you have your cards, and you also have your game board. So if you've never played CandyLand, first of all, I'm super sorry. But second of all, it's a pretty easy premise. So it's got this game board, and everyone starts down here. And the object of the game is to get to the candy castle. So everyone starts down here with your tokens, and then you draw cards, and you get to go to these different squares based off of what card you get. So for example, there's a couple of different ones on here. On this set, so these are all cut out at some point. There's these like single ones. So let's say I were to draw a single blue, I would get to move my token to this blue square right here. Let's say I would have gotten one of these double orange tokens or card, I would get to move to the orange and then to the orange again. I don't know if you can hear my dog. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go get him in a second. Finally, there's these like candy cards, And these candy cards, you get to go to wherever that candy is. So let's say I got the one with the purple lollipop on it, and I was right here, then I would get to skip all of this and go to the purple candy, the purple lollipop. And then the game keeps going until somebody makes it to the castle. Now, if I'm all the way up here though, and I get that peppermint disc, I have to go all the way back to the peppermint disc. So that's kind of what the challenge of the game is. So what we're gonna do though, is we're gonna turn this into a reading game with heart words, and each of the like cards is gonna have one of the like heart words for first grade. So I found a website, and I will link it. It's misswintersbliss.com, and it has the high frequency words that are regularly spelled, and it has a bunch of them for first grade. And it has, it says that 37% of the words in the Dolch 220 are considered heart words. So she's got a bunch of these, the Dolch 220 words kind of put out. And if I can figure it out, I'm going to just like screenshot it right here. Okay. So she's got a bunch of them like listed out, and then she has them grouped into 3 different categories. One is a flash word, one is a heart word permanent, and one is a temporary heart word. So I think that the way that she's got it done is like the all the time, that will always be heart words. Those are the words that like it's spelled irregularly. So you have to like memorize them by heart. So for example, like when we think about like silent E or CVC or VCV words, that E is supposed to make the vowel go a talkin'. Do you remember that? Like when the E and the A are a walk-in, the E makes the vowel go a talkin' type of thing. But it doesn't, R doesn't make the A-R-E, the E doesn't make the A say the A sound. So those ones are always going to be sight word or heart words. And the flash words that like you can actually tap out, but they're just words that you should memorize because you're going to see them a lot in your first grade readers, such as the word hot. So hot. Cut. Did. So it's just a word that you should memorize and you shouldn't have to tap it out. So I think that's how she's got it set out. So let me get this camera situation reorganized and come along with me as we make this game. All right, friends. So like I said, I've got my supplies, and really all you need to do this is your list of whatever you want to put on it, whether you want to put math facts, whether you want to put words, whatever it is that you want to put on here. You need your list, you need your 2 markers, or 1 if you're just doing math facts, I guess. And then the cards. So let's go ahead and start ripping these out. Okay, so now we got all of these taken out. So now we just kind of have to decide which words we're going to put on there. So I am, like I said, I'm using the list from misswintersbliss.com. She has a blog post called Heart Words, A Better Way to Teach Sight Words. And I agree. I don't really know how else to say anything about science of reading right now other than just I agree. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to put the words right down on the cards, because the idea of the game is, like I said, you draw a card and then you get to go to that colored spot on the game board. But I was thinking that if kids had something to do with each one, basically they would pull it and then they'd have to read both words before they could move to the 2 blue squares. Or if they want to move to the sugar plum or whatever that is, no sugar plum, that is like a dot. It's like a dot. If they wanted to move to the green dot, they would need to read the word that was on the green dot. So in my head, I was thinking about the like heart words, and I was thinking about like there's a couple of words like the word about, again, because, eight, I feel like is a pretty tough one. Laugh is a pretty tough one. Together. So I think what I was going to do was I was going to pick kind of the hardest ones and put it on these cards. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take my black marker. This is the peppermint. So I think I'm going to put on this one about. Okay. Now, I wish I would have centered that, but we've got the word about on there. So I'm just going to keep going. So I have the word about. I think I am going to do the word again. So A-G-A-I-N. And then I'm just going to kind of keep going. Okay, so we've got our 5 heart words on here. So now that I've got these ones done, I'm going to go back in and do all of these. So I'm going to write these right in the middle of the squares. Okay, it's literally that easy. So now you can put them in your game board. You just play like normal rules, except for now kids have to read the word. So if we've got our game board out and, you know, our token is right there, we're going to use Chase because Chase is right here. So I've got my token right there. I draw my card. I have 2 that I have to read, find, and 4. So as long as I can read, find, and 4, I get to go 1, 2, up. Glad I pulled this one out. I have to get used to, my handwriting needs to change a little bit. And I probably just made that worse by adding that little tail on the U, but I know that that's how you're supposed to write a U. So anyway, so I got to move 2. So next time, if it's my turn again, now I have this word. So I have has, so I get to go to the orange one. And now I have the candy cane. So I get to go all the way up to the candy cane if I can read the word about. So that's all this one is. That's kind of, it's done. It's ready to play on the first day of school. So that's it though. That's your CandyLand game. Super easy, super quick. Okay, I know that many of you are probably super distracted by what we have going on our table, but I've talked many, many, many times about like I live in a real house with a real family with no cleaner. So like this is what we got. So I am going to open up PowerPoint and I'm going to go ahead and open up a new presentation. So the bags themselves are 3x5. Oh, I'm just going to pull one out. Very small. You can put inside of the bag, and then you put the little animal in it. So cute. Okay, so you put the little animal in it. Actually, I'm going to do a, like a 1 or like a 2 or like a, okay, so this is 3. So I'm going to do like a 2.5 by 1.5. Little thing, and it's just gonna say happy birthday, I love Miss Sevelius. So if you've never used PowerPoint to like actually design, you're gonna want to go to page setup. This is a terrible video, I am so sorry. I'll figure out how to do that. There we go. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that your width is like the 11, oops, cancel. So we want to make this the 8.5 because our paper is an 8.5 by 11 paper. So Go ahead and scale up. I should add that I'm on a Mac. I don't think it matters, but I'm on a Mac. Now, the way that I do this, I just said that this bag is like a 3x5. So I am going to make a square on my paper that is like 2.5 by like, I think I need to do like 1.5. So I just usually make a square and then I come over here and then I change it. So 1.5 by 2. And then I'm going to make this whole shape white. I cannot talk today. Okay, let's try this again. Black outline. And I am going to thicken up the outline just a little bit. So I'm going to make that a 3 because that's going to give me a good like cutting start. I'm going to zoom in so you can kind of see what I'm doing on my rectangle here. So this is pretty close to as far as I can get here. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in and get a text box. And I do not have a lot of fonts on this one. This one's actually my work computer. So I can't sell this. So I'll go ahead and put this on my IG freebies. So I'm just going to write happy birthday. And I'm going to make this a font that I like. So one of the fonts that I like is what the teacher wants. I am going to make it all capitalized, I think. And I am going to make it go all the way across. And I like this button. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but this button right here, it just makes it bigger if you need it. So I want it a little bit bigger, but I'm going to stretch my text box over just a little bit and see if I can get it to fit in there. Okay, so that's too big. So I'm just gonna go down a little bit. So this is a 20 font and I like that. I think that's pretty good. And I am going to center this now just to make sure it's centered. Now I like it all black, but if you wanted to change, I think I might actually change some of the colors. So I have posted, let me get rid of this, sorry. Oop, yes, I want to save it. Cancel. Let's just do this. I have on my computer, this is my color palette that I have going for my classroom. So I don't remember what, I made this on Coolors, Coolors. And what's nice about it is that like you can kind of like go like this. Now I want to make this H, this red color. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to choose more colors, and then I'm going to grab this little like eyedropper and then go grab my red and then click OK. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to go more colors and I'm going to grab my eyedropper and I'm going to go in and get my orange. So keep doing that. I'm going to speed up the video. Okay, now once you've done and gotten all of them, the next time, so like now I want to use this red again, when I just click right here, it's right here. So I don't have to go in and do the eyedropper anymore. It's in there for my whole rest of my document. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'm trying to decide if I might add a exclamation point here. But I think I'm going to leave it. So we're going to do happy birthday. Another thing I think I might do is add a shadow. So I'm going to go ahead and do shape format. And then here are all my like text. You could also open up this like format pane. And then I'm going to go ahead and do text options. I think I'm going to do a shadow. I'm going to have the shadow be black. And yeah, I like the way that that looks. Now, the angle, when you play with this kind of moves your angle around. I prefer my shadow kind of coming in from the right. You do you, boo. So I like that. I think that that looks really great. Based off of how big the font is, I actually think that I can make this even a little bit smaller. I'm going to make it just I'm a solid number kind of person, so we're going to make it 1. So I have this happy birthday. Now I'm going to write like love, maybe with a heart. So I'm going to go in and add another text box. And then I'm going to write the word love. And then I'm going to go pick one of my like script fonts, and I'm going to put it on the inside of a heart. So one of my script fonts, like I said, I don't have a lot of fonts on here right now. Let's see. I guess for right now, I'm going to use this coffee one right here. That's actually, I don't love that at all. So let's try that's better. Let's use that one. And I'm probably going to make it a little bit bigger. I wonder what a lowercase l looks like with this. Let's try that. Ooh, I like the lowercase l better. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of twist it a little bit. We're going to go get a heart. So this is just a shape in PowerPoint. So it's already got a border. So I'm going to go ahead and I think use the pink and the red that are already in my color font scheme. So let's go ahead and let's do the shape fill pink. I may hate that. I actually hate that. So let's just do black. And then I'm going to tilt it. And then I'm going to put it right here. And then I am going to actually send it to the back. So let's go send it to the back. And then I'll move this love so it actually fits in the heart a little bit better. Actually, let's just get rid of the comma. Yes, I know grammatically we need that comma. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And then I'm just going to make this a comma. But now see, I can move this comma kind of wherever I need it to be. So I think I'm going to do that. There we go. All right, so happy birthday. I'm going to move this up just a little bit. Love. And now I'm going to write Miss Sevelius. Now, I would probably honestly pick another like script font, but I want kids to be able to read it. So I think I'm going to pick, I have such a long last name too. Okay, so let's go see what kind of fonts I have. But this is nice because you can kind of just customize it. This is the easiest like little thing in the world. So let's see what else I have here. Fun ones. I might change my font to This Coffee Gives Me Life. Let's see what this PB banana bread looks like. I don't love that for first graders. I think I might just go good old-fashioned Century Gothic. It's like my favorite. I think I'm actually just going to keep it black. I actually really like the way this looks. I do want to try changing this. Let's just try this real quick and see if we like this font a little bit better. I kind of actually do. It's a little bit more whimsy, a little bit more fun, but I have to make the font. Let's make it a little tighter. So let's tighten it up and then see if it'll fit. Still not quite there. Let's make this an 18 font and see what we get out of that. I think that'll work right there. So we're going to go happy birthday. And then, you know what? I think actually I'm going to leave it. I think this looks great. Another option I might do is, let's see. Let's change this. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's go in and see. Oh, let's see. What happens if we do like that? That's kind of fun. So then I zoom out. You can see this is pretty small on this piece of paper. Now what I'm going to do is go in and I'm going to select everything. And then I am going to right click and I'm going to group everything together. So what that does is it makes it so when I click it, and then copy paste it. It literally pastes everything, and then I can move it to where I need to. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit again. So now I've got 2 on the paper. So now I can highlight both of them, copy, paste, and just like send it down just like that. I'm going to now select all 4, copy, paste. And then I'm going to move these ones over here. And I don't know if we can get in. We might be able to get in one more right there. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I don't want to move them that much. Oh yeah, totally can get in one more. Okay, so once you've got your row, then it's actually pretty easy, because then what you can do is you highlight this whole row, copy paste, move it down, and then for sure I can get 3 more in here, so I'm going to copy 3 more. And notice I haven't selected that bottom one yet. So copy paste, bring it down. All right, now I can't get any more in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 35 here. And if you have more than 35 kids, I am so sorry. So then you're going to want to print this on cardstock. Okay, this bag of CeeLo bags comes with 200 in it, and I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I come with 200 in it. So like I'm good on bags for like 8 years, right? This came with 26. I'm actually good on this as well. Do not hate me. It looks like our class sizes for this year are going to be pretty small. So this is not an every year thing. I am not expecting to have this small of a class all the time. And teachers, can we just like stop like hating on people with small class sizes? Like we all want our kids to be in small class sizes. Why are we like hating on those that happen? Anyway, last year my class size was 28. This year I'm going down to 18. So I'm really excited about it. So I only have 18 kids in my class, so I'm gonna have enough. Here's the thing. You can either like, after you've printed these out, you can either like sign them, you can use them, you can save them for the next year. Like I'm not signing, I'm not actually gonna make these like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like personalized. Because I'm gonna stuff all of these little stuffed animals into a bag and stick them into a box and take them out when I need them. I'm not going to personalize them because that takes a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. I realize I have time right now, but I don't have a lot of time. Anyway, let's print this out and cut them out and then stuff some bags. I think I need more ink. Okay, so much better. I was out of black ink. So these print out very small, like you can see. I'm not looking for very much. I think kids are not going to be excited about the card. Anyway, I think they're going to be excited about the little stuffed animals. So this reminds me, though, that I need to go log into HP Instant Ink and tell them I need new ink. I was using a store-bought one and not a one that goes with my Instant Ink. So I am going to go and do that. Okay. Because I need more color ink because this is looking a little streaky. My dog might bark. Okay. So here it is. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just this little teeny tiny little card that just says, "Happy birthday, I love you." It doesn't say I love you. It just says, "Happy birthday, love, Miss Sebelius." And then I'm just going to put it in here. And then I'm going to seal it. So it'll just look like that. Perfect. And there you have it. So maybe I'll do a time lapse of me stuffing all of these. And then we're about done. Ooh, I wonder what cinematic feature is. Okay, so I cut out 26 of these because I have 26 little animals. So now we're just gonna stuff the animals. So watch me while I time lapse that. Okay, so I changed up something, so I wanted to show it to you. So I changed up by putting the little ticket in first, and then I'll grab the little animal, this little tiger, and then I push the tiger down into the bag, and then I just put it in front of his little legs, and then it kind of like looks like he's holding the card. All for the love of Pete. One time I try to show it to you, it doesn't work. Okay, let's try that. So then that's what it kind of looks like. So now he's like holding it versus the one that's up here. It was just kind of like floating around up top. So they're kind of holding it. The donkey is my favorite. Donkey. Okay, seriously, how cute are these? They're super cute. Like, could I have changed some things? Am I gonna worry about it? So I think if I do them again, I will actually make so this was 2 inches, so I'll make a 2.5, which will make the font a little bit bigger, like a 2.5 by like 1.5. Because if this is 1, like a 1.5 would come down to here, and then it would put it up at the very top like that. But I think for all purposes, this is great. I think kids will be excited to pick out their little buddy that they want to get, their little birthday buddy. And that's really all that we can ask, right? So I will make sure that I put links down below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The CandyLand game, the birthday buddies, super fun. Things that neither one of them did we need, but like super fun for back to school. Yeah, so if you liked what you see, make sure you click that like button. If you want to see more, make sure you give me a thumbs up and follow. Once again, I'm Javison with Lessons with Coffee. You can find me on Instagram at Lessons with Coffee. We'll see you next time. Bye.